What up, guys? Anyways, now we're in the car. We have the Cobb Accessport right here in the box. I'm getting ready to probably put it right here so it sits right here, but it's still kind of back out of the way of the steering wheel. Plus, I'll have all access to it right here, which will be phenomenal and look amazing. And also, I'll be able to tuck the wire nice for the OBD2 port. I didn't get a pillar mount because my cell phone, of course, you can see it's right there, and I got my radar detector in the center, so I don't want things obstructing the view. Now, I decided to use the all black cover. I might get a carbon fiber one eventually. It did come with a gray one, but since my dash is black, I decided to go with black. So anyways, I'm getting ready to set up the install. I'm letting the car warm up because it sat all night. I'm letting it warm up, then I'm going to shut it down. That way the battery's, kind of regenerated and everything, because it says that you need to have either a battery charger on it, which you don't necessarily need. As long as the battery is charged up, you should be good, because the tune install should only take about 20 minutes or so, which I will probably cut out different parts. I will show you guys the initial part, the loading part, and then I'll cut it to when it's almost done, and so on and so forth, so you guys will see that. Anyways, I wish there was a way that I could test 0 to 60 now and test it afterwards. But I've done a lot of YouTube, looked a lot of videos on YouTube and saw a lot of different things. And for the tune that I'm going to be putting on this car with the upgrades that are currently on it, I believe there's going to be about a 25 horsepower gain, and probably about a 40-50 horse torque gain, and that's to the wheels. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I'm not too sure because I'm not on a dyno. So anyways, it does data log, it does everything like that. So we will see what it does. It's actually 39 degrees outside right now, so it's pretty cold. So we'll be able to see what the charge air temps are. We'll be able to see all that. It's not going to show me that right away, but once the tune is installed, then I will be able to add the gauges, the air, fuel, boost, charge air temps, all the stuff that I mainly want to watch and pay attention to for launch control reasons, your two-step and so on and so forth. So anyways, we're going to be running the 93, probably I'm going to start with the 93 stage 1 tune, the 03 tune, I believe. So that's the tune I'm going to go with. Once I get into the system, I will go through the tunes before I actually choose which one. And then we will go accordingly after that. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and let's move on with it. Alright guys, now we are on to the actual setup part. The car is off. It says, okay, select, accept, or go forward. Cancel, do not accept, cancel, or go back, up, scroll down. So we want to hit the center button to continue. Okay, and then it says install the access port to your vehicle. Okay, we want to do that. Verifying the ignition switch is on in the on position. Okay, it's verifying that the ignition is in on. Okay, now we want to go to, we need to go to stage 0, stage 1, 87, stage 1, 89, stage 1, 83 OTS, or 89 RON V504, stage 1, 93 octane, stage 2, 91, stage 2, 93. Right now, we're going to run the stage 1, 91 octane, or 90, stage 1, 93 octane, because I always use 93 octane anyways. And then we will test it from there on. So we'll hit this. A battery charger is recommended. Please turn off the headlights and climate controls, which none are on. Connect the battery charger before proceeding. Continue without a charger may drain the battery and leave the vehicle improperly inoperable. Current voltage 12. Alright, we're good to go. Continue. Alright, please verify that the ignition is in the on position and that the engine is not running. So now it is on and it is starting. As you guys could see before, when I did the install, there was no gauges, and that's because the tune hasn't been installed. You can see the car is in the on position. Please wait while the Acsess port saves the factory ESU data. So we will stop here, and when it's done, I'll pick it back up. Okay guys, now as you can see, the Acsess port is now on the actual tuning part of the install. So it backed up the factory ECU, and now it's working on installing the tune I selected. However, if I don't like that tune or it doesn't work out the way I want it to, there's definitely a lot of settings once it's done. I gotta turn the ignition off, which the car is not running, but turn it off and open the door to make sure everything's off, and then reconnect it. It says, do not turn off vehicle or unplug Acsess port. Please wait while the Acsess port flashes the ECU. No action, no action. So it's saying that down there at the bottom that you do not touch anything while it's installing. This is the place I decided to put it, due to the fact that the radar detector's up there and the phone is up there. So anyways, it's doing its thing. I'll catch you guys when it's almost done. Okay, now you guys can see that it is almost done with the install. It is at 92%. So I'm assuming when it's done, the car will do some, weird flashing stuff. But it is almost done. So this is actually the install part of the tune, and it's at 99%. So we will see what happens. And there it goes. Okay, now it says installation successful. Please turn ignition key to the off position for at least 15 seconds before starting the vehicle. So in this case, I would hit my start button, which would turn it off. And also, to make sure everything is good, open the door to make sure everything is off. So now I know that the car is off, everything is good to go, and I'm talking to you guys. I can see the clock up in the corner of the screen of this amazing DSLR Canon EOS 80D for the win, baby. Anyway, so I love where I mounted the Cobb Accessport. I do got to run the OED2 wire because I want to be able to monitor and test everything. So anyways, we're going to proceed to start it because it's been a little bit past 15 seconds and we should be good to go. So, Cobb, I appreciate all the amazing parts, the intake, the exhaust, the up and coming intercooler and downpipe, and then we'll be full stage 3 stratified tuned on the dyno. So anyways, I appreciate everything. And Ford, you make an amazing Ford Focus RS and Ford Focus ST. So I'm gonna have fun. I have a feeling this is gonna make a big difference. I'm gonna feel a lot of power difference, as I felt a little bit difference with the intake and exhaust, but with the actual tune, it's gonna be quite a big difference. So anyways, let's check everything out. So installation successful. Please turn the ignition key off. Wait for at least 15 seconds before starting the vehicle. We have done that. So press continue. Remember to connect the Accessport Manager to the new features. Okay, now we're up and running. We have our gauges here. Performance. Measure the acceleration performance of your vehicle. Troubleshooting, that is if we had any, engine codes or engine lights, which indeed we don't. So that's good. Like I said, guys, I did all that. There was no battery needed for that section. So let's just jump into the gauges. Alright, so one large digital gauge. We want at least 4 gauges. Okay, so setup. We have APP threshold PD. Let's see. So change monitor. We want this to be air fuel. Which air fuel should be at the top. Alright guys, I will check out the gauges and get back with you in a second. Alright guys, so we got the initial tune in. It's all good to go. We got the actual air fuel. We got our turbo boost pressure and ambient air temp, which right now is at 43.5 degrees. And the air fuel is at 14.70 at idle. So here's a look at it. That's how I have it set up right now. I think it's a good spot for it, considering everything else is, where it needs to be. So anyways, I'm gonna go test it out. You can see that that's all live. So anyways, we're gonna go test out the tune, see how it feels, and I will let you guys know what's good, and then we'll go from there. So I'll catch you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so we got the tune in, I got it all set up for the gauges that I want to see. I still am going to do some testing. I'm back home now. I went and ran it, and it feels like it gained roughly 15 to 20 horsepower and 40 foot-pounds of torque to the wheels. And then I have data logging and everything else that I can use. So it, for the money, you can't beat it. And that is on the stage 193 octane tune, which I will be going way above, and doing a stratified tune here eventually. So anyways, guys, this wraps up the video for the Cobb Accessport on the 2015 Ford Focus ST. And hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic, amazing, beautiful, wonderful day, living your lives to the fullest. And don't forget to keep it real, speak that trust, and peace in the world. Alright, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.